go to therapy. Killing someone, what does that fix? Marriage is not for everybody, and that's okay. Their last moments, Dad, what are you doing? Ugh. Hello and welcome to Being Winfred. Today I'm gonna be taking you from your living room to Kenya. If you don't know where Kenya is, it's in Africa, East Africa to be particular. And let me paint a picture for you. So this is a KDF soldier. He's called Peter Mugure, and that's the wife and two kids. The boy is aged 5 and the girl is aged 10. So the two got married, and after they got their first baby, they decided to go separate ways because marriage is not for everybody, and that's okay. But later on, they got back together. She gave birth to the boy, and that did not fix their marriage, so they separated. And since it was hard financially for the woman to raise two kids by herself, she decided to go to court to ask for monthly support. Of course, ex-KDF soldier said that the two kids are not mine, so no way am I paying child support. But you know what? DNA is such an awesome thing. When they did a DNA, they found out that those two kids were his. So of course, he had to pay child support. And you know how much the child support was? 25,000 Kenyan shillings. It might be a lot to a Kenyan, but when you change it, it's roughly 175 euros or 200, from 175 euros to 200, in between there, depending on the exchange rate. So that's what he was supposed to pay per month. And he paid one time. And then he was like, yo, I'm not doing this anymore. This is my money. And I'm 100% sure it's his friends who told him like, yo, you can't be paying this money. It's too much. And let's just check on the internet real quick how much these KDF soldiers earn. Yeah, how much does a KDF major earn? This is according to 2020. April 2025. So he earns roughly between 100,000 to 150k. Kenyan shillings per month. Let's just say he earns the least 100k Kenyan shillings. So 100k minus 25, you get 75. So he will still be having 75 Kenyan shillings, 75,000 rather Kenyan shillings after giving away. He should not be feeling the baggage of supporting his family. He should actually be happy that they did not take half of his salary. He should be okay with supporting his kids, because his kids, they need a place to live, they need fees, they need to eat, and he doesn't have any other family. So that 75 G's is for him to just chill, relax, and do whatever he wants to do. But still for him, I'm not giving away that money. So he only gave it away one time, and then he came up with a plot of now what's chilling. This is what he did. He lured the wife and told him to go to the Laikipia Air Force Base so that he goes and chills with the kids. Joyce, now the mom had told her like, yo, I have bad feelings, don't go, but she went. There's the picture that I'm gonna show you on the screen. That's the last picture that they took together as a family. Look, innocently just chilling and eating with your dad, not knowing what he is planning. The next day, he took the two kids, and when he came back home in his house, he didn't have the kids, and Joyce was concerned. So Joyce asked, where are the kids? And he said, yo, they're just with friends. We need to talk about this. So that's the last time people heard from Joyce. He actually strangled the two kids, and he hit the wife with something blunt on the head, killing her also. And then, because it's too heavy for him to carry the three of them, he went and asked a taxi driver, like, can you come help me with this luggage? It's heavy. But the taxi driver was like, oh, I get bad vibes from this. He said no. And then he went, there was a casual laborer. Casual laborers are people who they get paid to slash around, to garden. So he took that laborer and he forced him. He told him that if you ever tell anyone, I'm gonna, and if this goes well, I'm gonna find for you a job. So he had that casual laborer who's 21 years old help him load the bodies of the two kids. The two kids were in a bathtub. So they wrapped the kids and the wife and they loaded them to the boot of his car and they drove out. And this is where it gets super bad for that guy. I don't understand, what was he thinking? So this is not something he just was thinking, oh my god, when they came there or they did something that annoyed him. He had already dug a grave 3 days prior, the family visiting, where him and the 21-year-old casual laborer put the bodies there, and they put some soil and that's it. And then now people started getting, where is Joyce? Where is Joyce? Like close family members. When they called her, the phone had already been switched off. And when they called the major, he said that, "I've already sent Joyce on her way. I took her to the bus station." The mom, who was suspicious, called in and said that Joyce was missing. Then the police started interrogating people who had seen the captain, the major rather. And then they met this laborer who said everything. He cooperated. So when he cooperated, they went and found the bodies where he had buried them. So I'm thinking he could have paid the money. That's one. And if he did not want to pay the money, then I'm pretty sure them living with him was more expensive than what he was actually giving, because I'm pretty sure in the court they calculated this child support is gonna be supportive for the children. They did not include the mom because the mom was already hustling, but she needed some support to continue like with educating the kids and feeding the kids. That happened in October 2019, so 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago. But at least justice has been served, because now he's serving life imprisonment, so he's not getting out anytime soon. But that's really sad for you to lay down with somebody and to actually make baby number one, baby number two. Where was that love to the point that you actually kill them? For what? Each person, 67 euros was what was worth their life. Like, come on, seriously, people out here, they're just so wicked. And what got me thinking, like, no, this is too much. I saw how when he was sentenced, I watched a video. He was not apologetic at all. He did not show any remorse. And then when we now look at what people are saying on social media, oh my God, people are wicked. Some people just don't think. Let's go to TikTok and read some of the comment sections. Somebody said, "Men are going through a lot, including myself." So go to therapy. Killing someone, what does that fix? And even if he had killed them and gotten away with it, I'm 100% sure he will never have peace, because that was his blood. And then somebody else said, I'm going to translate it, it's in Swahili. "I won't judge. Somebody with a wife that disturbs can understand." So they're heaping the blame on the wife. Another one, "Men are suffering, including myself." So what is your solution for suffering? Killing somebody, killing 3 people. And then somebody said, "This is Kenya, he'll be set free." Somebody said, "Marriage is a scam, avoid it if you can." Well, I think if you take care of your family, it never gets to this point. I feel for this man. Like, what? He's a killer. What are you feeling for him? The only feeling that you're supposed to have for him is like, I hope he rots in jail. Another person, but it's men. Sorry, my bro, men are, he didn't even spell it well. Suffering. Suffering is actually taking some portion of your salary and giving it to your wife so that she can support the babies that you two made. Let's see another one. So people are actually thinking like that. Yeah, marrying a soldier is 1,000 ways to die. I agree. Yeah, for the first time I see justice. There's this story, it's another story for a lady who was killed by British soldiers. They know who did it. There's evidence, and nothing has been done about it. So to see justice being served, that's really awesome. Like, it's really good. Oh my God, this is so sad. Yeah, somebody said, given the chance, he will commit murder again. And then somebody agrees with him and says, you wouldn't know if he has done them again. But they are all in Swahili. But these guys, the government always use them to do dirty deals. I'm gonna do my research on that, because did the government ask him, it's supposed to be him, to kill those innocent kids together with their mother? He did not mean that. He meant like, when they actually go to prison, the government then uses them to do dirty deals. I've heard stories where the police are using men in custody to get out at night and do some thieving. But I don't have any proof of that from, like, I can show you, but I've heard stories. Anyway, that's the video I had for you today. I just thought about it. At least justice has been served. I'm pretty sure the family feels some sort of relief that it did not just become a cold case. But I'm also thinking that there are so many ways to resolve issues that go on in marriage. Murder is never the solution. I'm married myself. I'm going to have a kid, and I wouldn't imagine the pain those kids went through. That's their dad. Like, their last moments. Dad, what are you doing? And imagine the second one seeing what's happening to the first one. Anyway, that has been the video for today. Kindly leave your comments in the comment section if you have anything to say about this case, and if you follow any news about justice being served or justice not being served. Till next time, bye bye.